Boom. So yeah, so the objective of the food industry is not to give you a product that is healthy. It is to give you a product that will make you want to buy it, that will have a long shelf life, and that will make a lot of money for the people producing it. The food industry's goal is to sell you more food. Clear? And what's the best way to do this? Ask addiction specialist and bestseller author Jason Bell. By manipulating the chemical structure of food, and so it's empty but tastes like it's the best and most fulfilling things we've ever eaten. A processed refined sugar based food, for instance, or a soda made with high fructose corn syrup delivers a biochemical charge to our brains that make us feel momentarily uplifted or momentarily happy. As we get used to that feeling, which makes us want to slam cookies or fast food or sodas to get more of that momentary feeling of elation. But then that feeling very quickly drops off and we're left unfulfilled. Where are the things that the body and the mind really crave? The answer, according to the food industry, is to buy another can of soda or have another cookie or piece of cake. We literally can't get enough. Highly intelligent people around the world are getting morbidly obese. They know full well that the foods they are consuming will kill them, and that's not just eventually, but on a daily basis. They are dying a very, very slow death. Why do they keep doing this? Because they can't stop their addicted veil ads. It's like being in quicksand and constantly being told to get out, but the nature of the beast is to drag you farther down. Addictions transcend logic and intelligence. Luckily, there is a way out. At the MSG, aspartame, and caffeine. At the heart of these addictions are MSG, aspartame, and caffeine. Monosodium glutamate, more commonly known as MSG, is a processed glutamic acid. MSG is often labeled as E621, yeast extract, autolyzed yeast, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, or sodium caseinate, among others. MSG and free glutamates are used to enhance the flavor in about 80% of all processed food, says Raymond Francis, an MIT-trained scientist and registered nutrition consultant. It's found in the vast majority of processed foods, dietary supplements, cosmetics, personal care products, pharmaceuticals, and pet food. MSG first started to be used in the food during wartime, World War II, and added into the sea rations of Japanese soldiers to increase taste and stimulate appetite. According to Russell Bayblock, MD, a board-certified neurosurgeon and noted author, they had discovered long ago that if you add a little bit of monosodium glutamate, it makes food taste very good. So if you take a very bad tasting food, particularly canned foods, which have that tiny tight taste, and you put MSG in it, it just tastes scrumptious. Well, when the food manufacturers got word of this discovery, they too started adding MSG to food, including baby foods. In addition to making us want to eat more, MSG actively excites the part of our brain in charge of our fat programs. In charge of our fat programs. Once the part of our brains is excited, our bodies activate these programs, which makes us hold on to fat. Which makes us hold on to fat. Just as MSG wreaks havoc on our brain, so to do aspartame and other artificial sweeteners. The sweeteners include dangerous toxic substances that can wreak havoc on our bodies. Aspartame is most commonly found in many diet and sugar-free varieties of foods and drinks. Everything from sodas to bread mints to cookies to cereal to iced teas and juice drinks. Dr. Joseph Mercola, an osteopathic physician, wrote a book about artificial sweetener titled Sweet Deception. He says, these are far worse for us than sugar. Aspartame is marketed as natural, but it's actually dipeptide, which means they are two amino acids linked together. Aspartic acid and phenylalanine. Well, those two amino acids are natural, but they were never designed to be linked together like that, and then taken in such large amounts. They're actually connected with what's called an ester bond. The squirrel. An ester bond. When this ester bond breaks apart, methanol is transported past the blood-brain barrier and goes into the brain and turns the formaldehyde, which is very, very toxic and could cause tumors, seizures, migraines, and headache. Other ailments include neurological and cognitive problems that often mimic multiple sclerosis. Nothing else does it in your brain quite like a diet soda, says Dr. Nerta. And that's because there's a deadly combination of aspartame and caffeine. Those two together create a very unique blend of excitotoxin that kills off brain cells. But before they die, they have this excitement that's like a buzz. So what you find with brand name diet soda addicts, particularly women who want to keep their weight down, is they sometimes drink 1 liter or 2 liters a day. They don't eat. They just have the next buzz of diet soda. Over time, this can lead to symptomatic that mimics multiple sclerosis. There's headaches, there's neurologic problems, there's all kinds of problems. People that have drank a lot of soda diet are very subject to this, but people don't really the number, I have people close to me with that problem, and they don't really see the urgency of the situation. So the number one source of calories in the United States is fructose, and is highly addictive. When it comes to high fructose corn syrup, says Mike Adams, a consumer health advocate and editor of naturalnews.com, a lot of people don't realize its danger. High fructose corn syrup obviously comes from corn, but it's not natural because it is an isolated nutrient. For example, cocaine comes from coca leaves, and coca leaves tea is perfectly safe for your health. There's no harm in drinking coca tea. And it's not addictive. but you wouldn't want to snort cocaine from the highly refined coca-tea. Well, eating high fructose corn syrup, in my opinion, is not like snorting cocaine. It is a highly refined, isolated, and concentrated, chemically manipulated version of something that's found and grown in corn. Peace out.